Caroline found Laura Luke invented about Gloria's strange behavior, wanting to meet the old caregiver. Luke took her to the hospital like they were on a scene. The caregiver said Gloria was acting weird, suggesting Caroline hide. They chatted about witchcraft in the car like at a magical convention. Passing the gas station, Caroline got inspired by the red brick powder and heard hip hop inside, so she decided to consult the owner like an expert. Stepping over the red brick powder, she met an elderly woman who turned her head in confusion upon hearing Caroline mention the record, pondering its era. She was curious about how Caroline knew about the record and began to narrate its backstory as if giving a history. It turned out to be an ancient curse about witchcraft using this record to transfer memories and souls for immortality. Caroline seemed to have an epiphany. Caroline found Amy using witchcraft to extend her husband's life, but rescuing Ben was halted by Luke like a tough business negotiation. Lacking solid evidence, Luke insisted blind action might scare the snake. He suggested Caroline gather evidence first, a cautious lawyer. Back at the villa, after braving the rain, Caroline was entirely convinced of witchcraft, like getting a shot of adrenaline. To prevent mishaps, Caroline got piles of red brick powder, readying like for battle. She sprinkled red brick powder in front of the bedroom for protection, lured Amy inside with a water leak excuse, but Amy hesitated, like a psychological battle. This was evidence Amy was up to something. During dinner, the villa lost power. While Amy fetched candles, Caroline sneaked around. Caroline quietly slipped drugs into Amy's teacup, with everything set up perfectly, and when Amy drank it, Caroline announced it bluntly. It was just like directly starting a game of werewolf. As the drug took effect, seeing Amy spell, Caroline thought she wouldn't hold back. She snatched the charm from Amy and began gathering evidence while Amy was out cold, finding not only the swap rescue sheet, but also a bunch of hair on the floor. A close comparison showed it was identical to hers. Caroline decided right then to take Ben. Finding the door chain, she reversed, hit the gas, and crashed into it, like test driving. But the door didn't budge, the car stalled instead. Caroline was baffled, like encountering a faulty machine. After pondering for a long while, she decided to stash Ben in the storage room for now and head out for help, just as Amy was slowly coming. Amy groggily stood up with a shotgun, searching for Caroline, as if hunting for prey. With nowhere to run, she suddenly remembered the little boat in the backyard and managed to escape the villa before Amy arrived. After paddling all day and night, Caroline returned to the city, sought help from Luke, and laid her evidence out on the table as if presenting. However, Luke seemed uninterested. Just then, she received a call from Amy, frightening her. Luke grabbed a tape recorder, claiming to record the call as evidence. Leaving, Caroline spotted beginner law books on the desk. To find her life what was hiding below. Puzzled, she then spotted a matching ring in the attic, a ball striking her mind. She realized Luke had been in cahoots with Amy. Trying to call for help, she was choked like in a thriller. After struggling, Caroline blacked out and woke tied in Luke's car heading to the villa like Groundhog Day repeated. Luke suddenly said something nonsensical, envying Caroline for her experiences, yet unable to know death, like a philosophical debate. Soon, Luke parked the car in front of the villa and Caroline fell into despair instantly. Amy, shotgun in hand, waited impatiently, questioning Caroline about her husband's hiding spot like an interrogation. Caroline thought the red brick powder might save her, so she quickly revealed Ben's hiding spot like hide and seek. Amy decided to go find her husband, leaving Luke to watch Caroline. Caroline began to implement her escape plan, suddenly shrouding herself in. She provocatively tried to rile up Luke before slipping into the bedroom, and the red brick powder made Luke hesitant like the climax of a horror. With a powerful kick, she shattered the glass, cut her bonds, and escaped to the backyard, only to face Amy like a super boss. Luke followed close behind. Left with no choice, Caroline had to scramble upstairs, feeling as if caught in a maze game. She scattered hidden red brick powder at the first floor room door. Luke watched helplessly like a performance. By the last door, Amy had reached upstairs. Though old, she was easily pushed over the railing by Caroline. Watching Amy fall awkwardly, Luke fumed but was powerless. Caroline sighed relief, like yelling on a roller coaster. She quickly locked the door and dialed the police while notifying her best friend, as if entering emergency mode. At the same time, Amy struggled up through the dumbwaiter, banging forced Caroline to flee to the attic. Entering the attic, flickering lights and candles surrounded her. Caroline pulled out a protective spell to avoid traps, like conducting a ritual. Following instructions, she drew spells, cut hair, sprinkled it, completing the charm like filming. When Amy arrived, there was a twist. She told Caroline the spell wouldn't protect her, leaving her confused. Did all to make Caroline believe in witchcraft, which only worked on believers, like psychological manipulation. At that moment, Luke downstairs played the trap record, and Caroline finally realized she had been caught in a trap. Amy struggled to stand and hid behind a mirror, lost in a daze as she witnessed an unbelievable scene. I simply can't do it. I absolutely don't believe. I don't believe. I can't believe. I refuse to believe. Once the ceremony has ended. The villa regained its calm, the power system miraculously restored. Caroline woke after fainting for a while. Don't forget to subscribe.